Well, good evening, guys, and here we are for another fabulous edition of Coming to Your Sofa. And tonight I'm glad to say that our guests, not one of them, we've actually got two of them, are not stuck in any traffic, and they are sat in the green room at the moment. And I'm telling you what, one of these days they are really going to kick off, because I never give them any drinks, never give them any food, and it's just so rude, you know. But anyway, they all love coming on the sofa and coming to chat to you all. So usual, if you are watching, click the alarm bell at the top so you don't miss out on any of our fabulous shows and suppliers and partners that we have coming to your sofa. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce, first of all, a lovely lady who has been on with us before, and a brand new person to the sofa this evening. So calling Joe at Hard Rock and Graham at Hard Rock, are you both there?
Hello.
Fabulous. Oh, hang on, Graham's muted. I muted him.
It's the best way. Keep him muted. He chats too much.
Oh, that's
sorry, technology. Yes, I'm here. I got lost in the green room. There's that many sort of velvet curtains around. I was doing this around the wall.
But yeah, no food and no drink. It's so rude.
No.
Wasting away here.
Lousy, isn't it? It's lousy here.
They were all talking about me in all these conferences going on, and him there, he didn't give you any drinks or anything. So, Joe, I'm not going to speak to you first tonight, because you took over my sofa over the last few weeks. So, Graham, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Martin, and it's great to be here. It's yes, because I know Joe has been sort of a rock chick a few times for you, so it's great to join you.
Fantastic. And you're not far from myself, are you, down in Stockport?
Yeah, I'm down in Stockport, so I wish I was in the sunny Caribbean right now, but unfortunately none of us are. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we soon will be.
Well, that's it. I think an announcement either the 1st or the 10th I've heard lately. So,
all right, okay.
So that should be interesting. Get to see what this traffic light system looks like, and who can go where, and whether you can come back in or not. So it'll be good. It's good. And not last but not least is the fabulous Joe. Joe, you're here again with us.
I am. Thank you. And I've got to say, the service in this green room is not getting much better. Third week in, and you know, what can I say?
You could have gone round with your trolley.
Well, yes, maybe I will.
One of these nights, I'm going to get you on with your trolley, and you can do a drink service halfway through the presentation.
I can even serve chicken and beef if you want, you know, or veggie option.
Oh, God, we can't wait to see that. Anyway, so, guys, we've got Joe from Hard Rock. It's going to be talking about Tenerife and Ibiza. Now, is it a Tenerife and Ibiza, or is it Ibiza and Tenerife? Which way around do we meant to say it?
Today I'm going to do Tenerife and Ibiza, but actually Ibiza opened first. So officially it should be the other way around, shouldn't it? But let's mix up a bit.
Well, you've got to, isn't it? I put it on my presentation a certain way. Just I thought, I'm sure they said it was Ibiza and Tenerife first. I thought there must be a way they have to do it, you know. So
no, it's okay. We're not precious.
You're going to talk to us about Hard Rock in Punta Cana and Riviera Maya, I believe.
That's right. Yes. Can't wait. Can't wait to get there. Just like, you know, let's be in the sunny Caribbean right now. Yes. So Riviera Maya and Punta Cana.
I mean, people will know this, but I say it most shows. But my bag's been packed since the 23rd of March, 2020. It's ready to go. I'll meet you at the airport, Graham, and we'll just get off.
Fine.
Oh, brilliant. Well, Graham, I believe you're going to go. You're going to go first. So
hopefully, yes, if I am indeed.
Saving the best for last, apparently.
This is where we just had a bit of fun with technology, haven't we? But let's see how we sort of go on. So let me just...
Guys, for everyone that's joined us, welcome. And if you'd like to make sure and click that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, that's a little bell at the top, I believe. And we will have a quick Q&A with both Graham and Joe at the end. And we've got some fabulous offers for all 4 properties. And when I saw these, I was like, wow, I want to go now. So, but we're just waiting for Graham and his little presentation to pop in.
Yeah, it's
on its way.
I'm just hoping that Joe's is saved on top of mine here. So Can you see me?
I can see you. I can't see the presentation yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Do I need to press? Just hold on. Maybe I need to press something. You see.
This is what it is, guys. It's live. It's raw.
I know,
we're not ITV. It's my front office, Joe's living room, and Graham. What is yours? Is yours one of your bedrooms, or is it a living room?
No. This is my little office. This is my permanent little office. So yeah. So I've got all my little hard rock stuff here. So yeah. So anyway, let's see if we're ready to go now. So I think we are.
I'm just waiting for it to come through. Something come through. I'm just loving that bear in the background. What do you have to do to get a bear, Graham?
Be nice to me. This is actually Hard Rock Hotel London. So we're not selling London tonight, but that's actually from the Hard Rock Hotel London. So let's see how we go now with our presentation. See if we can get that up live. So
I think we're ready. We should looking good. So. Graham, I will hand over to you. The floor is yours. And then, Joe, you'll do yours. And then I'll come back in a little while. I might go and shove the spuds on for a second because hubby will be home shortly. But no, I won't. I'll be watching. Don't worry. And it's over to you guys. The floor is yours.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Martin. So, as Martin says, I'm Graham, and I'm the business development manager for the all-inclusive Hard Rock hotels in Mexico and the Dominican Republic. I'll be handing over to Jo shortly, and like she says, she's from Hard Rock hotels in Tenerife and Ibiza. Cancun, Riviera Maya, Vallarta, and Los Cabos in Mexico, and the fabulous Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. Now, I always sort of say it sounds really cheesy when I say this, but genuinely, with our all-inclusive Hard Rock hotels, every room is fit for a rock star. They are at Joe's as well, but every room is fit for a rock star because in Mexico and the Dominican, every single room we have from lead-in has a jacuzzi bathtub. So you don't need to pay more, you don't need to upgrade. Every single room has a jacuzzi. All rooms have minibar with sodas, bottled water, juice, and domestic beers. And we offer 24-hour room service, which is really unusual for an all-inclusive hotel. Most don't offer that facility, or if they do, then they charge for it. But with us, that comes as standard. So if anyone's been out there, if you get back from Coco Bongos or one of the fabulous nightclubs at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning and think, I need something to eat, just phone down for room service. That's all included. Some of the great things that we have at the hotels, and this is actually applicable to Joe's fabulous hotels in Tenerife and Ibiza as well, we have what we call our Tracks, Wax and Picks program. This is tremendous added value for our properties. And what we do is when you actually check in our Tracks program, you're given a download list for music. It's a bit like sort of an iTunes compilation, really, and it's what our staff are listening to at the moment and what they've chosen. So it's a curated playlist to sort of listen to while you're sort of staying with. It's yours to keep. So we give you some sort of music. And we also have what we call our Wax program, which is you can actually have a Crossley turntable sent to your room so that you can play music in your room. And I think this is wonderful if you've particularly got kids with you or something like that who have never even seen a record player. And I think you get a sort of a selection of about 10 albums that you can just sort of play in your room at your own sort of leisure. And I think particularly if it's like a honeymoon couple or a wedding or something like that, or as I say, kids that have never even seen a record, it's just a great little thing to sort of do. Probably one of the most fabulous things we have is our Picks program, which is where our guests can actually pick from any selection of 20 Fender electric guitars and have an electric guitar sent to your room. It's a bit like room service for electric guitars. So if you've never played an electric guitar in your life, get one sent to your room and unleash your inner rock star around the room. It's great fun. There's no charge for that. That's actually complimentary, although we do take a $1,000 credit card swipe just to make sure that you're not a true rock star and that we do get our guitar back in one piece. So there you can see the great selection of Fender electric guitars that we have. If you're taking kids with you, we've got our Rock City Kids Club, which is actually for children from 4 years old upwards. And we've got our own resident characters. You can see there on the screen sort of lots of exciting things that we've got for them to do during the day, where they can do treasure hunts and Olympics and sand castles and things like that. And I say that's from children from 4 years old upwards. At our Caribbean hotels in Mexico, we have what we call the Cavern Club. The Cavern Club is where we look after teenagers. So, you know, a lot of the kids are sort of teenagers, they don't really want to go on the holiday to start with. So we've got the Cavern Club, where we've got lots of exciting things going on in there for them, with like the air hockey pool tables and Xboxes and that sort of thing. So you've got the Cavern Club there. Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya is like two hotels in one. To one side, we've got Hacienda, which is the family-friendly side, and on the other, we've got Heaven, which is adult only. So it's a great resort, especially if you've got a larger group or something like that, where some really want an adult-only hotel, but others have got kids, but you all want to go as a group. You've got the best of both worlds at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. This is the Hacienda side. You can see the fabulous sort of beach down there. If you've never been to a Hard Rock hotel, you may be aware, if you've been to one of the cafes, that there's memorabilia everywhere. And this is actually the lobby area of Hard Rock Hacienda, so you can see it's very Mexican in its style. But we've got that memorabilia sort of thrown in, and that's all over the hotel. So it's just really sort of interesting to see all some of the great things that we've got there. In that particular one, that's a suit actually from Elton John. We've got something from Elvis Presley. So there's lots of great things to see. If you've got a larger family, I mean, that's actually one of our, in effect, like the leading room. So you've got that with a king size bed, or you can have that with two double beds. What I'm showing you here is actually our deluxe family 2-bedroom suite. So if you've got a larger family, so this would sleep actually 2 adults and 4 children and room for a cot, then look out for our deluxe family suites. Martin will be able to help you with sort of prices on that. But in the kids' room, they get an Xbox 360 with DVDs and games. They get their own in-room minibar. Obviously, there's no alcohol in there, but they've got their own with snacks and drinks and that sort of thing. So look out for the deluxe family 2-bedroom suites if you've got a larger family. A couple of years ago at Riviera Maya, we opened Woodward. Woodward is a 29,000 square foot air-conditioned building. And within that building, we've got a skateboard park, BMX track, snowboarding, cheerleading, sprung floor, scooter park, parkour, free running. We've got all exciting things in there. So again, if you've sort of got kids that maybe don't even want to go on the holiday, I think if they find out some of the things that we've got here, then they definitely would do. So that's Woodward, which is a great facility. Outside of there, we've got Rectangle, which is one of the Ninja Warrior courses. It's like one of the gladiator courses. And again, there's lots of activities in there too. It's one of the timed things where you run through and press the buzzer at the end. And that's great because in that facility, we can allow sort of adults to compete with their own children. So it's great fun for them. Just over a year ago at Hard Rock Riviera Maya, we opened Rockaway Bay, which is our sort of brand new 23-slide water park. So if you've ever sort of see hotels that they say they've got a water park and they've sort of got 2 or 3 slides. No, this is a hotel with a water park, as I say, 23 slides, including 6 high-speed slides, which are just for adults and teenagers. So as an adult, if ever you've wanted to have a go on a water park, but you sort of, I can't because I'm too old, well, you're never too old at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. So again, that is a fantastic thing. Over on the Heaven side, which is for adult only, you can see from that image there that it's very different. It's a different colour scheme. It's just got a whole different atmosphere about it. It's really chic. It's really sophisticated. And again, sort of that memorabilia sort of all over the place in cabinets. I mentioned the family rooms over in Hacienda. One of the rooms I'm going to just mention here is our Deluxe Sky Terrace rooms. Our Deluxe Sky Terrace rooms are, by definition, they're all on the top floor. The hotel's only 3 floors, so it's not very high. So you've got the top floor. And whereas normally the jacuzzi would be in sort of the room there, we've actually given you an internal staircase, and then we've actually put your jacuzzi on your sky terrace. So if you're a honeymoon couple, if you're a wedding couple, if you just got that bit more money to spend, I think we've all got that little bit more. A lot of us have got that little bit more money because we've not really had much chance to spend over the last 12 months. And so I think the average spend on holidays is increasing, where people are saying, you know what, I'm really going to treat myself. So this is a great little treat to have one of the Deluxe Sky Terrace rooms. You've got that extra little bit of privacy there, which is really, really nice. People very often think of Hard Rock as being, or maybe think it's something like the cafes. It's all sort of burgers and fries and ribs and everything, which is all fabulous. But the hotels, we're not like that. We are 5-star hotels. And so we've got great choices of bars and restaurants. So in Riviera Maya, for example, we've got the Brazilian restaurant, Italian, French, a couple of Mexican restaurants, lots of fabulous things to choose from, sort of food-wise. It's really high-end sort of dining. If you've never thought of Hard Rock for a spa holiday and pampering, then look at it again, because our hotels do have our rock spas, which are fantastic. In fact, in Riviera Maya, we have 75 spa treatment rooms. So we are, in fact, the largest spa hotel in the Caribbean. And as I say, I don't think many people would ever think of that as Hard Rock. So we've got some great treatments there. In Punta Cana, we've got 52 spa treatment rooms. So talking of the fabulous Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana, it really is lavish digs and non-stop style. You've got the lobby there, so you can see it's very different from the lobby in Riviera Maya. It's very Caribbean in its look. And what we've got here is something rather unusual. As you go through the lobby, you've sort of checked in. As you go through the lobby, where you see the doors in front of you, you go into what we call the Boulevard. Now, the Boulevard is, I can only describe it as being like a shopping centre. In the way that you'll sort of imagine it. So you've got the Boulevard, and along there you've got a selection of 29 shops, bars and restaurants. So there's plenty to sort of choose from. It's great, sort of, you know, if the weather's a bit inclement or something like that, you're all right. It's a really nice air-conditioned place down the Boulevard. That's our lead-in room in Punta Cana. That's our Caribbean suite. That's shown as a king bed, but you can have that as sort of two doubles. So you can see it's ample space, and you've got the fabulous jacuzzi bathtub in there. We've recently introduced some new attractions down in Punta Cana. We've got a flow rider. We've opened an escape room. We've actually got an escape room in Riviera Maya as well. So we've just opened an escape room. I think we've got actually 5 escape rooms. So it's not just the one. So you've got lots of different levels of things. And that's great if you want to get the kids involved in that. And we've got a 6-lane bowling alley. So there really is something for everyone down in Punta Cana. And if you want to sort of hit the casino during the night, go ahead. We've got the casino down there. It is a huge Las Vegas style casino. So great fun. And we've got 11 swimming pools. So you won't be short of swimming pools. And we've even got on the slide on the right hand side, you can see around the top, you can see the lazy river that actually goes around a couple of the restaurants. So just great fun. So getting one of the big rubber rings and just go around there and while the day's away. One important thing to sort of remember is we're all concerned about sort of our safety and health at the moment with the sort of current situation with COVID. And Hard Rock hotels all over the world have implemented what we call our safe and sound program. So when you stay at any of our hotels, you know, you really are in a safe place. Everybody is temperature checked. That's the staff and guest. It's not sort of in your face. It's actually done by sort of monitors as you go into the hotel. So it's not off-putting by any means. We have social distancing in place. So all the sunbeds are distance apart. All our staff are wearing masks. There's no buffet service at the moment. So, you know, rest assured, it's a great safe place to be thinking about your holidays. Sorry, we've ignore that. We've actually just changed our sort of presentations at the last minute, and now I've frozen, which is typical, isn't it? So just bear with me. Oh, so it's the way, isn't it, when you're doing something live? I needed to add Joe's presentation in at the last minute, and I'm not sure we've got it in the right place. Martin, do you just want to take over for a second while I...
You're on mute.
Martin, you're on mute.
No, I'm not. Can you hear me now?
I was on mute.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm not. So just if you just take over, just have a quick chat with Joe while I sort out, because as I say, at the last minute, as you know, we had a technical issue, didn't we, Joe? So Joe sent her presentation over to me. I slid it in quickly, then we went live. So just have a quick chat between yourself, if you will, for a minute, and then just come back to me.
We will. Don't worry. We'll come back to you in a moment. I can see what you're doing on your screen, so I'll be able to see when it's ready.
Okay, brilliant.
I was looking at those and I was just thinking, oh my goodness, how much do I now want to go to all the ones over in the Caribbean as well? There's there's something so amazing and so special about the Hard Rock brand that I think until you've experienced it, it's very hard to put into words. But I was literally sat there drooling. I was thinking, oh, when's my holiday? I want to go.
I like the fact that you've got so many different dining venues, and you've got, you know, flow rider, escape rooms. You know, you've got something for everybody, haven't you? I mean, now I'm sure you're going to enlighten us on Europe, and I'm sure with it being a brand, it's probably going to be as good as, you know, on a
Did you nearly say better then?
I'm not going to Graham in the background, otherwise he'll kick off. But no, I mean, it's beautiful, and when people see the prices later on, I think they'll be amazed, because you look at images like that, and you think it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, and with the prices that we've got, I think they're amazing, which will be coming up shortly. So, guys, please do comment. Tell us what you think of Riviera Maya and Punta Cana, the Hard Rock hotels. You know, have you been? Well, you know, do you want to go? Because if you do want to go, you know what to do. Pick up the phone and call me, and I'll be able to book you. You'll get a fabulous holiday. So Joe, listen, I'm going to go back to this trolley anyway. So while Graham's teeting around, we can see him teeting around with different things.
I'm ready whenever you are now. I think I'm ready whenever you are.
Go on. Well, anyway, you'll have to wait, Graham. We're talking.
Okay, no, that's fine. I want to see the trolley. So that's okay.
Tell us about this trolley, because you know you've got this trolley, and is it, what did he call it? Up recycling or something like that?
Upcycling, I think they call it. So it's basically an old disused airline trolley that I've bought, and the idea is then you bling it up a little bit, you make it all a bit hard rock. So my actual idea from it came from actually in our rooms in Ibiza. In some of the suites, they have what looks like an airline car, but it's actually a music box, and in it is their actual mini bar. And I was like, that's a cool idea. So it's all branded with Hard Rock. You open it, there's all sparkly lights in there, all your alcohol's in it. And I was like, that's amazing. I need one of these in my house. So I bought the trolley to decorate up, and I've got all my, you know, Hard Rock logos and things I can put all over it. I'm going to have fairy lights in there. It's just not quite at that stage yet.
I think, you know, just before we get Graham back, let's show us your proper drinks trolley that you showed us earlier on. It's impressive. It really is. Look at that, guys. That's a drinks trolley and a half. What haven't you got on there?
Soft drinks.
Yes.
Non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, I always like to make sure I've got a drink for everybody. So if there's something they really fancy, I've got it. Right. So there is everything, quite literally, like Mount Gay rum. Oh my goodness, there's gins, vodkas, whiskies. There's all sorts of tequila, obviously. Yeah.
Graham, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up on the way.
So what's that?
I was going to say, I'll pick you up on the way. We'll go.
Yeah. You're driving. I'm not.
Come down.
We'll crash out at Joe's London pad.
Yeah.
With pleasure.
Shows with disco lights and everything in the background. It's fabulous. It really is. It's like a right party palace, isn't it? Are you ready, Graham? Have you got Joe's?
I think I am. So I do apologise for that. But literally, as we were doing, I was dragging the presentation in and what have you. So it sort of went a bit skewer. So I shall go back to share.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Could be very exciting, if not.
Guys, if you have any questions about Riviera Maya or Punta Cana for the Hard Rock hotels, do pop them in the comments below, and we will get onto them shortly after Joe's done a fabulous presentation. Hopefully she won't be getting that trolley, I hope. So that'll happen by the end of it. So let's have a look. Let's see. Are we ready to go? Let's see. Is this what we're looking at? Yeah,
so we've got 11 fabulous pools. We've already talked about the lazy river around there, so that's great. I'm just going to say if anybody's thinking about getting married out in the Caribbean, you really can't think of a better place than Hard Rock. We do actually have an amazing wedding packages, and we can actually do that from complimentary. There is a charge for the legal aspect, but we can actually just set up complimentary for up to 32 guests. So if you think about getting married, give Martin a call and we can get that sorted for you. So that's it from me. So I said we're so near the end then, and where the wrong thing came up, but so I'm going to pass over to our fabulous Jo now. And Jo, it's going to be a bit like the briefings on television, so you have to say next slide please, and things like that.
I'm very excited about this. I'm like, next slide please. So what I want to do is just give you a quick rundown of why I think Hard Rock hotels are some of the best. As Graham's already mentioned quite a lot about some of our unique features, I thought I'd just go over them as well, just to remind you that these are all available in all of the Hard Rock hotels across the world, actually. So I look after Tenerife and Ibiza, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about in a bit more detail shortly. So as Graham mentioned, the pics, the wax, the tracks, all the things that you can have access to that are completely free of charge once you get into the hotels. And I really like the fact that it almost feels like you can take your own holiday memories home with you, because the tracks, like your playlist, you can listen to when you're back home. And I always think that's a really nice way of just remembering your fabulous holiday. Oh, next slide, please, Graham. The hotel is full of memorabilia. And funnily enough, actually, we've also got Elton John's big fluffy cape in our hotel in Tenerife, and Elvis Presley's tracksuit in our rock spa and our gym as well. So I hope they had enough clothes to share around for everywhere. So there's so much memorabilia in the hotels. And we actually do tours. So it's great for the kids as well. They really like going off onto the different floors and down the different corridors and spotting all the memorabilia that's been hidden. Next slide, please. So we have the fabulous rock spa. Now, one thing I would say that is worth doing, this is an absolute must when you go into the spa, is to try our rhythm and motion massage. The name actually gives it away. So the bed actually vibrates in time to a specially selected track of music. The little pod you can see over the head there of the person that's lying on that lovely bed actually is speakers. So you can actually have all the music completely surrounding you, and the massage is done in time to that music that's playing. So it's a complete experience. It's worth every single euro, and you'll come out feeling like $1 million or a real rock star. So definitely look up the rhythm and motion massages when you get into the rock spa. The rock spa is also adults only. We've also got a body rock gym as well, for those of you who like to go to the gym. I've got to say, unfortunately, that's not me. I would be more inclined to be in my room using the advantage of the Rock On, which is our yoga sessions, which are actually all played through your interactive TV screens. You get your own yoga pack sent to you with all your mats and everything, and you can actually do yoga in your room. Next slide, please. Amazing for kids as well, as Graham's already mentioned. Our kids clubs goes from the age of 6 months up to 16 years, and it's completely free of charge. So if you think of like putting your little 7, 8, 9-month-year-old into our lullaby club, they'll be fed, and there's places they can warm bottles up and look after them. They can put them to bed. They've got cots, etc. And then they go right up then through our Rock City Kids Club, where it's always based on music activities and things for the kids to join in with, right the way through to our Teen Spirit, which is more like I would call a bit of a really cool, trendy lounge to pop into. I've got to say, I normally see the dads in there. Always in there, there's Xbox Kinects, and there's all your games and Guitar Heroes, all the things that I don't understand, as well as a DJ station and a drum kit as well. So they absolutely love it in there. So it's really, really friendly for families. So I think a lot of people misunderstand the Hard Rock brand and think that maybe it's not geared for families, but honestly, these are some of the best clubs ever. On our next little slide, I hope, just got a nice view there for you of one of our rooftop bars. Both hotels in both Tenerife and Ibiza have a rooftop sky bar, but we do like various different events throughout the season. So we've got a gin and burger night where they go round on roller skates, and it's a bit of like a 50s theme to it. We have the rock candy for the kids as well, so there's a bit of a show and music, all while you're up there enjoying all those lovely sunsets as well. So both hotels have those amazing rooftop sky bars. And the next little slide. We also have lagoon parties. These are great fun. This one's actually in our Tenerife hotel, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And this is actually included once you're staying within the hotel, or outside customers can actually pay to come into this. So we have top DJs there, really, really good fun. And we also have once a week, on the next slide, is our Children of the 80s parties. So if you want to go back to the 80s, get all dressed up in all your fluorescent leg warmers and your glow sticks, this is definitely the place to be. Again, amazing DJs, really good fun. And that is included as well when you're staying at the hotels. I want to tell you a little bit more now about Tenerife itself. So our Tenerife hotel opened in 2016, so it's still quite new. It's all shiny and sparkly, and it sits in the resort of Playa Paraiso, so it's about 30 minutes away from the airport. It actually sits in quite an elevated position, so the views are incredible, and there's a really lovely beach club as well that belongs to the hotel, so it goes right out into the ocean. It's split into 2 towers. One is geared more predominantly for families, because it's where the family pool is and the kids clubs and like the sports centre, etc. And then the other tower is where the adult-only spa is, the adult-only pool with a swim-up bar. So it's almost sort of separated, although customers, whether you're with families or not, can you stay in both towers? It's just the facilities around it that sort of split down a bit. On your next little page, that's to just show you our beautiful pool. This is the adults only pool. Oh, look at this. It's all going through quickly. Ah! I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Can you see that?
I think Graham's testing you, I think.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's just going. I'll try and it's just going. It's not.
I'll just talk while we're looking at beautiful pictures.
Go on. I'll keep going back once, and you tell me when to stop. I'll try and keep it on those. So
it's all good. Don't worry. So that pool there is our adults only pool, which has a swim up pool bar as well. Then we've got a beautiful beach club which has a man-made sandy beach area with big orange bean bags on as well to throw yourself on and relax for the day. That is definitely my favourite place to be. We've got a beautiful example there of one of our rooms. That's our Rock Suite, which has a lovely jacuzzi bath, a separate lounge and bedroom area as well. And it's all state-of-the-art technology in there. So everything from both surround sound systems, flat screen interactive TVs, USB chargers, both sides of your beds, all those things that we find are important now on holiday. That's all in all of our rooms. The royalty level.
Sorry, Joey, it is going all over. I'm trying to keep it going back. But...
Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm quite enjoying the craziness of it. Oh, it's so funny. Rock Royalty is like our VIP level. So this is where you can check in into your own private VIP lounge when you first arrive, greeted with a glass of champagne, obviously. And then you have your own lounge where you can get breakfast. You also have sort of like a library. You can go and pick up your books or your newspapers. And you've just got that incredible view as well from that lounge. And that opens for breakfast, afternoon tea, and also snacks before dinner as well. So you've got a really nice added value to it. You also get things like free access to the spa and your own places to sunbathe as well that are cordoned off for you at the beach club and the adult only pool. It's also got some amazing a la carte restaurants as well. We've got an Italian there. We've got a steakhouse, which does the most amazing steaks ever, and an Asian teppanyaki restaurant as well for you. And then our third half is our sports bar, so a bit more casual dining, which again, the kids absolutely love. You've got a few options there in Tenerife as well. You can book on room only, B&B, half board, or all inclusive. And Martin's got some amazing offers he's going to tell you about later as well. On to Ibiza. So Hard Rock Ibiza opened back in 2014. This was actually the first Hard Rock hotel to open in Europe. And this is only a couple of minutes away from the airport. It's on Playa d'Embossa Beach. It's only about 10, 15 minutes away from Ibiza town as well. So it's got a great location for getting out and about. Great thing about this hotel is if you want it lively, you can choose for this to be lively. If you want it relaxed and chilled, you can do. You've got the likes of Ushuaia and High as the clubs right next to you. Or if you want to just chill on the beach and relax or by that pool, you can. You've got a real sort of good option of both. The next little one, hopefully, will be this beautiful pool. I love this pool. This is a nice, chilled, relaxing one with those lovely sunken beds as well. And then we've got a second pool, which I'd say is more lively. It's got the DJs playing, the entertainment, etc. The rooms are also super beautiful. This is our Rock Suite Diamond. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. I'd like a bath in there, please. Thank you very much. But we have everything from swim up rooms to some beautiful rock suites. Also have like a separate terrace on the rooftop with a nice jacuzzi outside and a Balinese bed. So some real great rooms to choose from, as well as also some what I'd call like rock star suites, which Martin can give you lots of information about if you wish. The next one, thank you. Hotel is based on room only or B&B. So this is where we have our fabulous sessions buffet. This is like no buffet I've ever seen anywhere else. You've got everything from, this is for breakfast, bearing in mind, cakes to kebabs to full English breakfast, to salads, to smoothie bars, to champagne, to sweets for the kids. I've never seen anything like it for breakfast. So my top tip would be always book on bed and breakfast. It's well worth every single penny. And actually, the price-wise, bed and breakfast and room only, there's not massive difference. So it's definitely worth doing. They've then got the beach club if you want to go and have lunch or sort of dinner in the beach club. We've also got the third half sports bar, and we have hotel as an a la carte restaurant there as well, which all can just be paid for or added onto your bill to pay at checkout. So you've got a few options there as well if you want to stay within your hotel dining. The next little slide, please, thank you, is that beach. Wow, I just love this. This is what we call our little runway. Both myself and Graham have walked down here many times onto that beautiful sandy beach and into those crystal clear waters. And I say the hotel sits right on it, so it is the perfect location. The next slide. But now, hopefully, this will be a video just to bring all that to life. Let's see what happens. We're doing okay. Oh, thank you, my assistant, for playing that for me.
Pleasure. How do we get out now?
You're all in jail.
We're all in jail. We're all in jail
today.
Oh, let's have a little look. Wow, that meant I'm now torn. Do we go Punta Cana, Riviera Maya, Tenerife, or Ibiza?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them,
All
right?
of them. There's no choices. There's no choices.
I'll put it into the diary, no problems at all. So
it's actually really funny because, like, I mean, Joe and I sort of work together, but we don't work together. We've sort of got our own properties and everything. But it's really nice because, you know, I know each time I see Joe's, you know, even I sit there and go, wow. And I know you do the same with ours, you know, and even I do when I look at ours. We've both been there, like 6 years now, and we still go, wow. I think that hopefully anybody can tell how excited we are just talking about it, even when the screens go completely wrong.
It takes my breath away. Even when I walk into the hotel now, there's something really special about it. And the staff is one of the things, because although they're all 5-star hotels, it's very relaxed. It's not hoity-toity and stuffy. It's professional, but it's fun. And the staff have been there, most of them, since the time the hotel opened.
Yes.
Don't move on. And they get to know the customers that go back year after year. It's got a big repeat following. There's just something really quite magical, I think, is the best way.
I think you've opened my eyes, and I hope you'll open everybody's eyes that watches. Because, I mean, I thought Hard Rock Hotel, it's for youngsters. It's all, you know, just it's party. But there's children's areas, there's family areas, and I think that's probably what that misconception might be out there. And what you've done tonight is brought it to life to go, do you know what? Whether you're 6 years old, 3 years old, or whether you're 83, you can have a fabulous time. Well, maybe not 83, maybe 80, you know. But
no, I think 83. I think 83.
We have a little.
Do you know what? One of the interesting things, Martin, is when you say about an 83-year-old as an example, is that because our hotels, you know, very often you might have a wedding or something like that, which has a family with a large age range. And I always sort of say, you imagine how thrilled somebody of 83 might be when they see some of Elvis Presley's memorabilia.
Oh,
you know, there is something for everybody. You know, they will be thrilled with some of the stuff that we've got from sort of the older generations. We
say a bit that it suits from bald to bald, i.e. not washing powder bald to bald, but as in no hair, bald to bald. Because whether you're 6 months or 90, you all love music. So whether it's a lullaby as a baby, the dance music or the R&B when you're, you know, in your teens, or the rock and roll, there's something really for everybody, because regardless of what age you are, everybody loves some type of music. That's what brings people together. So I think we're, as a brand, that's what Hard Rock believe in.
I think music takes you to a happy place, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter where you are, what's going on in the world. Hearing music just sends you back, or it brings memories. So now, I mean, one thing that I did I'm really excited about, and I want to do, is the 80s party. That looks amazing. I mean, would that be in the Caribbean, Punta Cana and Riviera Maya, or do you do something different, Graham?
No, I think that's one of Joe's little babies, the 80s party. But we, like Joe said, we have the pool parties and things like that. So we don't have the children of the 80s one, but we certainly do have lots of pool parties and great things going on. So, yeah, it's a party every day somewhere.
Yeah. Bernadette agrees with me 100%. Bernadette was on a 80s cruise with me, so
amazing.
We had an amazing time. I mean, those that will be watching it who do know me do know about me and my dressing up in the 80s. Lots of stories. I mean, Cher, I dressed up as Cher, but not just any old Cher, the full body stocking, high heels, the leather jacket, and it was amazing. I loved it. So, but that's all. So, I mean, I did say, Bernadette, when are we going? And she said she was ready. She's ready now.
I'm ready now. I love that.
Martin, if you want to walk through the lobby of Hard Rock Hotel Punta Cana dressed as Cher, nobody will bat an eyelid.
No.
They'll all want the photograph taken with you, but nobody will be surprised.
That's it. It's fun, isn't it? It's all about having fun. Bernadette's ready now, and she says they all look fantastic. But a couple of questions that we had in, because we obviously, as you know, we ask people questions beforehand. Is with the ages of children, you sort of covered over the clubs and things. But what are the ages for child rates when you're booking the hotels? Does it go up to 18 or is it up to 11? And is it different between the hotels? So is it different in Ibiza and Tenerife than in Punta Cana and Riviera Maya? That was a mouthful.
Well, with the all-inclusive Hard Rock hotels in Mexico and the Dominican, the child age is up to 17 inclusive.
Wow.
So that will depend on the different holiday companies to what ages they may do. So you'd have to sort of check it with them. But seriously, we've got some great deals out there, and like Martin, you can get them we've got teens stay free for Riviera Maya and Punta Cana for next year. So have a look at that. So yeah, we've got some great rates up to 17 inclusive. And the reason I suppose why ours is 17 is because obviously the hotels are all inclusive and 17-year-olds still can't drink. So you may as well take the age up to that. So we've got some great teens offers on up to 17.
Yeah.
And let's go out there and word in every ways now.
Our standard age is 12 for the hotels in Tenerife and Ibiza. But again, with tour operators, things change. They do various different offers. So it's always worth looking and checking. But for room occupancy-wise, it's 12.
Yeah, because some of the tour operators and a few of the offers we've got have got free children included still at the moment. 2022. So if you are thinking of taking the kids, book now and get your free child place or free child places, and you'll get a better deal. So anyway, I think what we should do is, we told everybody, we brought it to life, we've shown how fabulous and amazing, and everybody's probably sat there going, I want to go, what's it going to cost me? You know, as I always say, you know, you look at these properties and you go, it's going to cost you, but do you know what? I'm going to try. Now, this is my bit of doing technology now, so what's it called? Shaped. So we'll pop it on. Let's see if it works. So let's have a look. So add to the stream. So we'll talk about. Sorry, Graham, you were at top of the list there. You were at the beginning of the show. We'll talk about your offers first. So we've got the Hard Rock Riviera Maya flying from Heathrow. And guys, because it says Heathrow, don't worry. If you want to fly from another airport, just give me a call and we can look at it for you. But the 2nd of September, staying in Deluxe Gold at just 1,297 per person. Graham, how are you doing it?
We're making nothing. No, I think it's just. I think it's. You know, there are just some genuine great deals around at the moment. You know, and obviously, you know, we need to get traveling, we need to get flying and everything. So we, as the hotels, are giving the tour operators, the holiday companies, some bargain prices. And I mean, you're using that for this September. You'll get great prices into 2022. But you've just hit on something, Martin, in that I think it's very easy to sort of sit back and say, well, I'll wait and see what happens. But I think Joe would agree with me. I can tell you there are dates for next year we're sold out. Yeah. Believe it or not. I think because people have been waiting for so long, and a lot of people that perhaps were booked for last year have already changed. So when I say we're full for next year, it's not the end of the world, because obviously we're due to government restrictions over in Mexico and the Dominican, we're actually we're closed at 60% capacity. So it's not the end of the world. More availability might come on, but if somebody, you know, if it stays at that level, then there are days when we're already full. So these prices, like you say, I mean, you'll pay that for a nice hotel in the Mediterranean. So you've got all inclusive. Sorry, Joe, that sounds like, but it is amazing value. It is amazing value.
It is, and I think you're right in what you're saying. Is a lot of the media have said, "Oh no, nobody's traveling. You'll get bargain deals. You get this." It's not going to happen, guys. So many people have moved from 2020 and now 2021. They've all moved to 2022. Some of them. It's going to get to a point, like you said, Graham, where capacity is going to be reached, or, you know, prices of flights are going to go up and you're going to be paying more. So now is the time, definitely, to book any holiday. You know, I know we're talking about Hard Rock hotels, but definitely book Hard Rock. But book any holiday, you know, because you're getting the best deals at the moment, because everybody's wanting you to book, you know, and you're getting your low deposits, pay monthly with us, you can do as well. So anyway, yeah, Riviera Maya, that looks beautiful, Graham.
Yeah.
I can see me sat on that bed there, cocktail in hand, you know, just with my shades on, just going, I'm done. Just leave me be, tanning away. It is. It's beautiful. It really is. And that lobby is amazing.
Yes, it is. It is. And actually, when we were talking before, and I sort of nearly said something before, but when Joe was said about when you walk into the hotels and sort of the impression that you get, and one of the things that, and I don't know whether this sounds silly, but I think Joe will agree with me here, but when you walk into any of our hotels, the first thing that hits you is the smell.
Oh yes.
See, she knows what I mean. The smell is it's a custom smell for sort of Hard Rock in different locations and everything. So literally, you walk in, and the first thing that hits you is this beautiful, fresh, clean smell. So straight away, I think and that's all done through the air conditioning. I mean, there's no secret there. That's all done through that. But crossing that with the safe and sound program and everything, it's just, you just know it's clean and lovely from the minute you go in. So the smell is one of the first things to hit you.
Yeah, they try and work with their senses, don't they? So that you get the wow from the visual, you get the touchy-feely stuff because all the different things around the hotel. You get the smell, the aromas. It's beautiful. I've actually got the fragrance for Hard Rock Ibiza in my house. I've got it in weed diffusers. I love it. So every time I come into the house, I'm like, I'm in Ibiza.
Joe, we all know you are a big fan of Ibiza. I'm on your personal Facebook, as you know, and every time I'm like, she's off to Ibiza again. I'm so jealous. Have you got flights lined up just in case you can go?
Yeah, some in July, and I've got some booked for September, October as well. Stacked up.
Excellent. So the other property that didn't work. Hang on. See, I told you, technology. Why doesn't that work? Hang on a minute. Add to the stream. There we go. Right. Why didn't that work then? Let's try again. The next one you featured, Graham. Joe, I will get to you in a moment.
It's fine, my lovely. I'm more than happy to look at these because I'm just like going, oh, that looks nice. There's more winter sun.
Have you got your card ready, Joe? I'll book you now.
Yes, I have actually.
So the next one was Punta Cana, Hard Rock Punta Cana. And there's 2 dates on this 2021, but we can do 2022. And imagine very soon, 2023 rates will be out because everybody's getting into that at the moment. So this is staying in the beautiful Caribbean suite. I mean, just those few words, that's me. That is me. A suite.
Yes. And literally, I mean, we call them a suite, and I mean the picture that I did show before of the Caribbean suite, that's our leading room. I mean, as a northerner, I would say that's the worst room you're going to get in the gaff, and they really don't get much better than that. And the bathrooms, which we couldn't show, but I mean the bathrooms are huge. And I just feel as though I'm talking to friends here now, which is really nice. I'm going to let you into a little secret that we actually played a game when we were out there a few years ago. We had 16 travel agents with us, and we sort of played a game when we went into one of the rooms. We went into the bathroom, and we said we wanted to see if we could get all 16 of us in the shower at the same time, fully clothed. I have to have fully clothed. We're not doing no. And we did. We got all 16 in the shower. The showers are huge, so it just shows the space of the room. So they really are sweet in that sense of the word. Amazing rooms.
Oh, that just sold it to me. And that beach, I mean, Joe, can you imagine being on that beach now?
Yeah, I can actually feel the heat.
And then as you've been in the beach and you walk into the lobby area and you just get those lovely smells coming through and where you are. And as you say, it's different different smells for each hotel, isn't it? No hotel will be the same, I'd imagine. Yeah. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
They've thought of everything, haven't they? They really have. Yeah. So 1297 per person, guys. And again, this is from London Heathrow, but with that, we can look at other hotels, other airports to fly you out from. So just give us a call. You know the number 0161 735 0112 to book any of Graham's fabulous hotels in Punta Cana or Riviera Maya. So there you go. So Graham's going to have to keep stum for a minute until he jumps in on the conversation in a moment, because I know he will, and I'm glad he does, because it'd be boring otherwise. So Joe, let's have a look at what you've got on offer, and I'm going to have to do this because my printer wasn't working. So if you bear with me a second, I'm having to use my iPhone for the office because my printer didn't work before. So this is technology. It's live. It's raw. It's me and my friends, Joe and Graham, telling you everything about these lovely hotels.
We could be on, like, you know, when Phil and Holly on This Morning do the outtakes of where things go wrong and they all like pop up laughing. This is us today.
I think we've got a few outtakes today, haven't we?
We've definitely got some outtakes.
I think probably the best outtake is when you've got somebody presenting and you get kicked out of the show, and the other person who you're with is just sat there, and they go, "Well, I think Martin will be back in a few minutes." Anyway, let's move on to Joe's beautiful properties. So, Joe, talk us through the Hard Rock Hotel Ibiza, your favourite, I think, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is such a good deal as well. And I was saying earlier about the bed and breakfast side of things. It's really, really worth doing a B&B rather than a room only there, just because of that massive selection you get in the buffet. But yeah, 777 a person. Or if there's like a family of 3 of you, 647. I just think that's a bargain. Some of the hotels in London are £300 a night.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I think, hang on a minute, that's for 7 nights. Yeah.
The 5-star hotels, aren't they? The 5-star luxury hotels. You're not talking like, you know, a 4-star, 3 or a 4-star on the strip somewhere. You're talking beautiful, luxurious accommodation at very, very reasonable price. The same as Graham's hotels. They are brilliant prices. I've seen, you know, the Caribbean go for a lot less, and I've seen holidays around Europe at a lot more than that for this standard of hotel. But you're right. I mean, 6 or 7 per person. And guys, just to give you a bit of an insight on those prices. I mean, you've got London, you've got the Southwest, so you've got Bristol, we've got Edinburgh, we've got Manchester, you know, and these are all from local airports amongst many others, because we can get you out from most airports to Tenerife. Now, I was going to say Tenerife, we're in Ibiza, aren't we? We're doing Tenerife. Right. We're going to Ibiza.
Oh,
Boys, I love it. So I mean, that it even is, if you go from the Southwest in Bristol, just on the 19th of May 2022, it's £561 per person, bed and breakfast, and that's 2 adults and a child, because it includes a free child play. So 561 per person. You're just over £1,600 for 3 people a week, bed and breakfast in a 5-star property. It is a steal. It really is. It's a bargain price. So get it booked, guys, if you're looking at it. Now, we can do lots of different dates on this because there are lots of flights going out from different airports. I think next year, I don't think there's as many flights as this year, or what it would have been this year or 2019, because a lot of them have condensed some of their flights, and enough where they used to fly every day, like your likes of EasyJet, your likes of Jet2. I think they're not flying every day on some destinations. So that's where your capacity is going to like go quite quick, guys. So make sure you book these as soon as possible. The office that is up there, guys, is £60 per person to book as a deposit. It's a bargain, you know, and you pay monthly. Anyway, so that's the fact. I mean, look at that pool, Joe. Those bits are in the pool, aren't they? My feet will be dangling, cocktails.
Yeah, exactly.
Send Hubby to get me some foods from the bar. And,
Yeah,
definitely. I'll move for a week.
One thing I'd say with Ibiza, people who love Ibiza do book as soon as the prices and the availability comes out. So you tend to find people book a year and a half, whatever, in advance, and people seem to book earlier and earlier. And what sometimes for other places would be classed as low season, because Ibiza has closing party season and opening parties. So opening parties in normally mid to the end of May, and closing parties sort of early October. Those weeks where you'd normally think, oh, this will be lower season, is classed as almost high season for us in Ibiza. So if you're looking at those times of year, book really early.
Brilliant. That's Joe's little handy hint there.
Top tip.
Top tip from Joe. So brilliant. I mean that room. I mean, I can just imagine me sat there, bubbles in the bath, you know, with a glass of champers, you know, listening to my music, getting myself ready for the 80s night before I get into my Cher outfit, and just looking out that view. I mean, does that face where the sunset would be?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, from that particular room, sunrise is to your left-hand side, and obviously to the right-hand side is your sunset. So you, from that particular room, you see both.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because of where it's positioned in the hotel, it's perfect.
Graham, pack your bags. We're going to Ibiza. Brilliant. So, and last but not least, we've got Tenerife. So this one, guys, it's as I said all along, there are regional flights available. Just call us for any of these offers. We can have a look at different airports. But there's £637 per person for 7 nights B&B, and a family of 3, 5, 6, 1. What's going on?
Yeah, madness. And actually, I would imagine as well, the offer to go all inclusive on that isn't much more.
Yeah, there are some good offers on the all inclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, we found some great deals the other day, didn't we, Joe? Where it was about £10 extra to go all inclusive. Maybe we can find them for you guys. Pick up the phone, call me, and let me know. But guys,
I'm booking now.
Oh, guys, well, let's just see. I'll probably do this wrong now. Let's just see. There we go. We're all back together. Like one big happy family, or dysfunctional, one or the other.
Like a series of the Osbournes, isn't it, really?
Oh, guys, I want to say thank you for bringing Hard Rock to life. And you've enlightened me. I mean, I'm a travel agent. We know a lot about different places, but you've really enlightened me, and I've learned a lot tonight. So I hope everybody listening in has learned. And I hope that phone's going to ring very shortly and we get everybody booked to at least one of each, so we'll get people out there. So Joe, you gave a tip there. What is your biggest tip that you'd say to people now that are looking to book Hard Rock in one of your lovely fabulous destinations? Don't use the same one you used before, that's cheating.
I was just about to give that one as well. A little top tip with Hard Rock Tenerife: if you can't get all inclusive because it's full, which sometimes it is, if you book Rock Royalty, because you've got that lounge, then the lounge, because when it's open, you also get your drinks included as well. So while breakfast is open, you can get your bubbles, afternoon tea, you get your glass of wine, or your vodka and Coke, tapas and things before dinner, get whatever else you want then. I would say that's your next best alternative. So if all-inclusive is full, which it can be, so book early for all-inclusive, do Rock Royalty on B&B as an alternative. That's my top tip on that one.
That's your top tip on that. Graham, what is your...
I'm sitting there now going, what's my top tip? What I'd probably say is actually make it a party. And by that, what I mean is that, our hotels in Mexico and the Dominican are all inclusive. So very often if you go on holiday with friends, it's like, you get in this round and who's paying for this and so on and so forth. And that can get really complicated. So I would be the first to say that when you stay at one of our properties, you can go to the bar, and I the number of times this has happened is untrue, where somebody will go, I'll get you a drink, because it's all inclusive. So people just go, what do you want? I don't even know who this person is. But it's great. It's a party atmosphere, and they'll just give you shots, and they'll go, here's some tequila. It's like, well, I didn't really want any tequila, but okay, let's, and you just make friends. But what I'm saying is that, take your friends with you. Instead of just two of you going, which you'll have a great time, get a group together and just have a really party with it. Because I say it's all inclusive, just have what you want, just have a great time. So don't just make it two of you, make it 4, make it 24. Go for it. Go for it.
We're great.
Get the fenders in your room and unleash your inner rock star, do things that you wouldn't normally. I mean, all these experiences are things that we don't get a chance to do. Where can you go in the world and get a Fender guitar that's worth thousands,
That when you said that, I thought that's great, and then when you said the $1,000 deposit, I thought, no, my luck, I'll get it, and then something will happen. I'll break it. Yeah. It's experiences. That's what everybody needs.
I think that's what it is, and I think a lot of what Joe said and what I've said, it's about experiences, and these are experiences you don't get in regular hotels. You don't.
That's what people have not been on holiday for. It's going to be 14 months before people have been on holiday. You save the money from the last year, spend a little bit more, and have this ultra luxury and have an amazing time. So, guys, as you know, I just want to say thank you to my guests this evening, the fabulous Graham, the wonderful Joe. I don't know. I think we've still got another show left, haven't we, Joe?
You still got me for one more week.
Joe's took over the airwaves. But guys, thank you for this evening. You've really brought it to life for everybody.
Pleasure.
Guys, as normal, if you want to have a look at these for any date, any departure airport, we can book it for you. Just give me a call on 0161 735 0112. Or as always, you can get me on Facebook. I'm always on God knows what time at night. You'll get a response. We'll get you booked. We'll get you the best deals. And you will be looked after, not only by us, where customer care comes first, but also by the guys at the Hard Rocks all over the world. And there's many more we could feature, because it's not just them. So I'm sure we'll get you back for more of these fabulous hotels. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you for joining in. Click the subscribe button if you're watching back, and make sure you don't miss out. And we'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.